Good morning students, welcome to today's online class. So students, today we are going to discuss a very new topic, that is remainder theorem. Okay, but before understanding the remainder theorem, you must understand some things, then only you will be able to understand the remainder theorem very clearly. Okay, so let us try to understand. So divide the polynomial 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed minus 3x minus 1, 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed minus 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. Okay, so x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed minus 3x minus 1. So 3x cubed times 4 sign will change, minus 4 plus 3 will become minus x cubed minus 3x, so minus x squared times minus x cubed plus x squared plus x squared. Okay, minus x squared minus 3x minus x squared plus x minus 4x minus 1 minus 4 minus 4x plus 4 5. Therefore quotient is equal to 3x cubed minus x squared minus x minus 4 and remainder is equal to minus 5. So students, so when it is given to you that divide the polynomial 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cubed minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1, then you have to divide this way, isn't it? This one inside and this one outside. So we will just start dividing. Okay, so 3x to the power 4 3x to the power 4, the first term. Here you have to see the first term and here also you have to see the first term. The first term is 3x to the power 4. So 3x to the power 4 if you divide by x, 3x to the power 4 if you divide by x, students, if you divide 3x to the power 4 by x, how many times it will go? Just divide. Here 1x is there, so cancel. 3x cube, isn't it? So right here 3x cube. So x into 3x cube will become 3x to the power 4. Okay. So now, as I said, here you have to see this first term. First term is how much? 3x to the power 4, isn't it? This term you have to see and this term you have to see. Divide this term 3x to the power 4 by x. 3x to the power 4 divided by x. So here 1x is there. So 3x to the power 4 I am dividing by x. Here how many x is there? 4x are multiplied here. And here only 1x, isn't it? So 1 I am cancelling, you see. If I cancel 1, then how many will stay? 3x cube. So I wrote here 3x cube. Understood? So x into 3x cube. Just now both these terms you multiply with 3x cube. Okay, this is the way to do. So x into 3x cube. See, x into 3x cube will become 3x to the power 4. Will become now, students? See, like this. So x into 3x cube will become Here power is 1, so 1 plus 3, how much? 4, so 3x to the power 4. So x into 3x cube will become 3x to the power 4, minus 1 into 3x cube, minus 1 into 3x cube will become minus 3x cube. Here plus is there, put minus sign, here minus is there, put plus sign. These two are cancelled. Okay? Now, minus 4 plus 3. Students, this one is here plus is there, put minus sign, here minus is there, put plus sign. Okay? When we are subtracting two polynomials, I think all of you have got this in the previous classes also. When we are subtracting two polynomials, in the lower line we have to change the sign. Upper line no need to change, but in the lower line we have to change the sign. Why? Because you see, if two polynomials we are subtracting x plus y minus 2x plus 3y, then here before 2x what sign is there? Plus. Here before 3y plus sign is there. But once you open the bracket, once you open this bracket, it will become the first two terms no signs will change, but second two terms you see minus 2x minus 3y. You understand? Before 2x plus sign was there, but because of this minus sign it became minus. Before 3y plus sign is there, because of this minus sign also it became minus. This is why we have to change the sign of the lower line. Okay, this upper line to the lower line, here we are changing. Here plus sign is there, put minus. Here minus sign is there, you put plus. Just the opposite sign you put. Okay, plus sign. Here plus is there, so I put minus. Here minus is there, so I am putting here plus. Okay, so these two are cancelled. Now minus 4 plus 3, how much will become? Minus 4 plus 3, how much will become? Minus 1, isn't it? So minus 4 plus 3, I am writing here minus 1. So minus 1 x cube. This minus 3 x cube, bring it down. Now see, minus 4 plus 3, students. Minus 4 plus 3 will become how much? Minus 1. So that's why minus 1 x cube. And this minus 3x will come here. Okay. Now see here. In minus x cube, x will go how many times? Minus x cube you divide by x. Minus x cube you divide by x. Here 3x is there. 3x is multiplied, and here only 1x to cancel. Minus x square. So write here minus x square. X into minus x square will become minus x cube. Minus 1 into minus x square will become plus x square. Here 3x. From here I have got it down here. Okay. Now as I said, first minus x cube. This minus x cube is there, no? This minus x cube I will divide by x. So how many x is multiplied here? 3x is multiplied here, isn't it? So if 1x I cancel, how many will remain? 2x will be multiplied. So that's why I wrote here minus x square. So x into minus x square will become, students, now these two terms you have to multiply with minus x square. These two terms you have to multiply with minus x square. Okay. So x into minus x square will become minus x cube. Minus 1 into minus x square will become plus x square. Okay. Now these two are cancelled. Now this minus x square will come down here. You see, this minus x square will come down, and then this minus 3x will come here. Okay. Now in this minus x square, see, now all of you must observe one thing. These two are cancelled. Minus x cube and plus x cube. Minus x cube and plus x cube. One is minus and one is plus. So cancel now. That's why these two are cancelled. These two are cancelled. But here you see, above we have 3x and below we have x square. These two are unlike terms, isn't it? 3x and x square are unlike terms. X square we can minus plus we can do, and y we can do, xy we can do, x we can do, but we cannot subtract or add 3x and x square because both are unlike terms, isn't it? So therefore minus x square will come down here and minus 3x will come here. In minus x square, x will go how many times? Minus x square, students. Now what you will do is that minus x square you divide by x. Minus x square you divide by x. How many x is there? 2. So 1 will be cancelled. So write here minus x. X into minus x will become minus x square. Minus 1 into minus x will become plus x. So these two are cancelled. Put here minus sign. See here minus sign was there. Here minus sign was there. I put here plus sign. Here plus was there. I have put minus sign. These two are cancelled. So minus 3x minus x. Students, minus 3x minus x will become minus 4x. This minus 1 will come here. In minus 4x, x will go how many times? Minus 4x, you divide by x. How many times? Minus 4 times. So write here minus 4. X into minus 4 will become minus 4x. Minus 1 into minus 4. Students, minus 1 into minus 4. Minus 1 into minus 4. Minus 1 into minus 4. So minus minus it will be plus. 1 into 4 will be 4. So write here 4. Now this minus is there, put plus sign. Plus is there, put minus sign. Minus 1 minus 4 will become minus 5. Therefore now quotient is this one, 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4. This is the quotient. And what is the remainder? Remainder is minus 5. Now students, you will be observing one thing. What is the degree of x minus 1? This is the quotient, isn't it? This is the divisor. What is the degree of the divisor? Here x minus 1. What is the degree? Degree of x minus 1. Degree of divisor. The number with which you are dividing, is called the divisor. So x minus 1 is the divisor here. What is the degree of the divisor? 1. Isn't it? X minus 1 degree will be what? Degree is equal to 1. And minus 5 is the remainder, isn't it? And what will be the degree of the remainder? What will be the degree of the remainder? Minus 5. What is the degree? 0. Because along with minus 5, what can we put? X to the power 0. Because x to the power 0 means 1. Isn't it? So in place of minus 5, we can write minus 5 into 1. That means minus 5 x to the power 0. That means degree is 0. Isn't it? So degree of the remainder is 0. That's why we say that the degree of the remainder is always less than the divisor. The degree of the remainder, students, the degree of the remainder will be always less than the divisor. Okay, always it has to be. Otherwise, it will go on dividing. You have to go on dividing till the degree of the remainder decreases below the degree of the divisor. Okay, then only you will get the remainder. Okay, so the degree of the remainder is always less than the divisor. Okay, and now one more thing we need to discuss here. Before we move on, one more thing we need to discuss is that sometimes it will divide the polynomial. If in the question they said that divide this polynomial by this polynomial, then you have to divide this way. But sometimes it will be said like this: find the remainder if 3x to the power 4 minus 3x to the power minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 is divided by x minus 1. Okay, so remember what was the remainder here. Okay, so now you see, students, let px equal to 3x to the power 4, px equal to 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and to find the 0 of x minus 1, we take x minus 1 equal to 0, so x equal to 1. Therefore, P1 is equal to 3 into 1 to the power 4 minus 4 into 1 to the power 3 minus 3 into 1 minus 1. 3 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. Therefore, P1 is equal to 3 into 1 to the power 4 minus 4 into 1 to the power 3, 3 into 1 minus 1. 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 1. 3 minus 4 minus 4 minus 3 minus 7 minus 1 minus 8. 3 minus 8. Now you see, students, as we divided this polynomial by this polynomial, we got the remainder minus 5. But sometimes find the remainder, it will be given like this to you. Find the remainder if this polynomial is divided by this polynomial. So let px is equal to this polynomial, and to find the 0 of x minus 1, we take x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x equal to 1. We are finding out this polynomial. We have to find the remainder if this polynomial is divided by this polynomial. Now what we will do is that we will take this polynomial as px, let px equal to c x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1, and we have to find the 0 of x minus 1. What will be the 0 of x minus 1? To find the 0 of x minus 1, we take x minus 1 is equal to 0, so x equal to 1. We will put this 0 in this polynomial in place of this x. Okay, so let px is equal to 3x to the power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. In place of this x, we will just put the 0 of this polynomial. So you see, in place of this x, I am putting 1. So 3 into 1 to the power 4 minus 4 into 1 cube minus 3 into 1 minus 1. Now 1 to the power 4 means what? 1 to the power 4 means 1 into 1 into 1. 1 to the power 4 means what? 1 into 1 into 1 into 1. That means what? 1. So 3 into 1 will become 3. Again 1 to the power 3 also same, 1 only. So 4 into 1 will become 4 and 3 into 1 will become 3 minus 1. Now 3 will remain here, minus 4 minus 3 minus 1. Minus minus all will be added. 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8. So 3 minus 8 is how much? Minus 5. See, here also we got the remainder minus 5. Here also we get the remainder minus 5 only. So if you are asked to find out the remainder, when this polynomial is divided by this polynomial, any such kind of example is question is given to you, what you will do is that this polynomial, the divisors, that means this is the dividend, isn't it? And this is the divisor. The divisor 0 we will find out, and we will just put it in the your dividend. We will get the remainder. Okay, this is by remainder theorem. Okay, so you see what we are doing is that we are finding out the 0 of the divisor. This is the divisor x minus 1. We are finding out the 0 of the divisor, and we are putting the 0 of the divisor in the dividend, isn't it? We will get the remainder. Now let us go to the remainder theorem. Okay, this is by remainder theorem. Why I am discussing all these things? Because all these things will be necessary once you enter the remainder theorem. Okay. So students, now let us see the remainder theorem. Okay. Now let us see the remainder theorem. Remainder theorem. Let px be any polynomial. Let px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let a be any real number. If px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then prove that the remainder is PA. Okay, so this is the remainder theorem, students. Let px be any polynomial with degree greater than or equal to what? So let us consider that when px is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, then quotient is qx and the remainder is rx. Therefore px is equal to, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, now the degree of x minus a x minus a is equal to 1. The degree of x minus a is equal to 1, and we know that the degree of the remainder is always less than the degree of the divisor. Therefore, degree of Rx is equal to 0. Let Rx is equal to R. Okay, a constant. One implies px is equal to x minus a to qx plus r. Now if x is equal to a, then a minus a qx plus r. So pa is equal to 0 into, sorry, it will be qa, okay, 0 into qa plus r, so that will be pa is equal to r. Okay, so 0 plus r. So students, very interesting theorem. So let px be any polynomial. Let px be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1, and let a be any real number. Okay. If px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then prove that the remainder is pa. Okay. So px is any polynomial. Px we took now. Px is any polynomial whose degree is greater than or equal to 1, just like x cube plus 3x square plus 2, like that. Okay, any polynomial whose degree is greater than or equal to 1. It will be equal to 1 also, like x plus 2 plus x plus 2, 2x plus 3 plus 2x plus 3, like that. 2x plus 3 degree will be 1, isn't it? Like that. Okay, any polynomial, px is any polynomial whose degree is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, and if px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, px is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then we have to prove that the remainder is pa. We have to prove that the remainder is pa. Okay, so now let px be any polynomial with degree greater than or equal to 1. Let us consider that when px is divided by a linear polynomial x minus a, we are just considering, okay, we are considering that when px is any polynomial, we have considered, no, like that, px is any polynomial whose degree is greater than or equal to 1. Now when px is divided by x minus a, the quotient is qx and the remainder is rx. So therefore we can write very easily we can write, students, see, we can very easily write that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Can we write this? Students, can we write this? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So what is the dividend here? Dividend is px. Dividend is px. So I write here dividend is equal to divisor. What is the divisor? X minus a. So write here x minus a. What is the quotient, students? Qx. So write here qx. And what is the remainder? Rx. So write here Rx. Okay. Marking number 1. Now the degree of x minus a. What is the degree of x minus a? Students, what is the degree of x minus a? The degree of x minus a is, what is the degree of x minus a? X minus a degree is equal to how much? What is the power of x here? 1. So degree is equal to 1. The degree of x minus a is equal to 1, and we know that in the last example what did we see? The degree of the remainder is always less than the divisor, and we know that the degree of the remainder is always less than the degree of the divisor. Therefore, if the degree of the divisor is 1, then what will be the degree of the remainder? 0. So therefore, degree of Rx, that means degree of the remainder is equal to what? 0. If the degree of the remainder is 0, then in the last case, answer what did we get? What was the remainder that we got? Minus 5. Isn't it? We will get a constant number, because along with that, if the degree is 0, we will get such kind of number. 2, 3, minus 5, minus 2. Isn't it? Because if the degree is 0, then along with the number, no variable will be there. So therefore, let Rx is equal to Ra. If the degree of Rx is 0, then we can consider that the remainder is what? A constant. Any constant number like R. Okay. Now this equation we are taking px. This is equation 1 implies. Okay, this one we have marked 1. So px is equal to x minus a into qx. In place of Rx, we are putting what? This constant R. Okay. Now if x is equal to a, students, if x is equal to a, in place of x, if we put a, in place of this x, if we put a, then what will happen? Just check once. In place of this x, we are putting a. So here also we will put a. Here also we will put a. So a minus a will become, students, a minus a will be how much? A minus a is 0. So 0 into qa plus r. 0 into qa means what? 0. So therefore pa is equal to r. R means what? Remainder. So that is what we need to prove. Then prove that the remainder pa is r. So students, if you remember in the last case when we found the remainder, just go back to the sum and see. When we wanted to find the remainder, what did we do? We took the divisor and we found the zero of the divisor. What is the divisor here? With what number we are dividing? X minus a, isn't it? We are dividing with x minus a. So what is the divisor? X minus a. What is the divisor? X minus a. If you want to find the zero of x minus a, then what we will do? Equal to 0 you will write. Isn't it? Equal to 0 you will write. So x is equal to a. Did you understand? Now, what did we do in that sum? We had put the 0 of the divisor in the polynomial. That means in the dividend, isn't it? Here also we are doing the same thing only. This is a dividend, no? In place of this x, if we put the 0 of this polynomial, that is a, then directly what we will get? We will get the remainder. Understood? This is all about the remainder theorem. Okay? this part was not clearly visible. I think right now it is visible. See, in place of x we are putting a, so in place of this x we will put a, this x also we will put a, so a minus a will become 0. So 0 into qa will become 0. 0 plus r is what? R. Okay, students. So this much only for today, students. Take care. Study properly. I will be giving regular videos and just give your best at home. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.